Tattoos, once seen as a symbol of criminality and once used to brand slaves and prisoners of war. In this new age, they're used as a way of personalising your body with artwork of all kinds. In this short documentary, we're going to be exploring why people get tattoos and what are the meanings behind them. And are they really as accepted as we think they are? Do you think about it?
Stylistically, there isn't much I would refuse. I would not want to do something because I would think it would have a bad result. It's not down to my personal preference, it's what I think will work and what will look good. And the tattoo that you see on the day when it's finished is not the tattoo you live with for the rest of your life. Skin isn't paper, so it will age differently to the exact same image painted. So it's what will work and what won't.
So why did you decide to become a tattoo artist?
It wasn't initially a conscious decision. I'd liked tattooing for a long time. I was at university doing a degree and got tattooed myself, and then off the back of that just kind of fell in love with it. I'd been into it up to that point, but just something clicked and I was like, no, I'm just going to change direction and do this.
So how long have you been tattooing?
This year makes it 25 years. Yeah, I'm old as shit.
So who or what is your influences for your art, if you have any?
Oh, yeah, so many. They don't always come across in what I do, but influence-wise, within tattooing, probably my single greatest influence is a Danish tattooer called Henning Jørgensen. He owns a shop called Royal Tattoo. He's been tattooing 35 years plus. The guy's incredible, his output is phenomenal. I've been lucky enough to work with him, and he, I guess, mentored me for a couple of years while I was travelling back and forth. And head and shoulders for me, he is above everybody else.
Is there anything you would like to say to people who oppose or judge people with tattoos?
No, that's fine. Like, I fully believe tattooing's not for everybody. When I first got into it, many years ago, way back, tattooing was in decline in this country. It was off the back of the AIDS epidemic, and there was a sort of feeling that tattooing wasn't a clean process, so you were putting yourself at risk doing it, so it was massively in decline. And oddly, it's one of the things that attracted me to it. Not that I might get AIDS from doing it, but that it was seen as like this negative thing and you were distancing yourself from people. I guess part of my attraction to it was I have a background in punk bands and hardcore bands, and a lot of the guys in those were heavily tattooed, and they were sort of outsiders and badasses, and I guess that's what I wanted to be. If I can't be a badass, at least I can look like one, so.
Brilliant. Last question. Do you think tattoo discrimination is getting better in terms of employers?
I think that's pretty obvious, yeah. The discrimination in the workplace is definitely dropping. I have a weird, you kind of have a weird take on it in that I don't want people in my bank serving me to have neck tattoos, which sounds ridiculous, but if you work in a bank and you've got a neck tattoo, you're not a badass anymore. You're like, I don't want to be talking about my mortgage with somebody who, has their baby's footprint here. I'm like, nah, this seems weird, because if you're a badass, that whole, the old idea of people with tattoos being criminals and outlaws and stuff like that, don't want to be negotiating your mortgage with an outlaw, because you're gonna get fucked.
Great, thank you.
Oh, no problem.
What are your thoughts and opinions on tattoos?
Yeah, I really like tattoos. I think they're a good expression form of body art and such.
It's a great way for people to express themselves. I don't have any myself, but I'd like to get some in the future.
I love tattoos.
I really like them.
I think it looks really cool. I really like tattoos. I feel like some people can go a little bit far with them. Like I saw a documentary about people who like it's like a pain thing. So they have like really thick needles and they spike as hard as they can, which is quite intense.
I obviously like tattoos. I think they're a really cool way to like express yourself, and if something is really important to you and you want to have it in your life for like the entirety of it, then in my opinion tattoo is a great way to express it, at least for me.
I like tattoos. If I were to get one done, I would have to know exactly what I wanted.
I think tattoos are a very good way of expressing art.
I think tattoos can be cool. I don't think they have to mean anything. I just think like have a little cartoon, Bart Simpson on your butt. That would be cool.
I like them. Yeah, I like them. I think they're like an expression of people's individuality.
Like I wouldn't necessarily get on myself just because I feel like I wouldn't be able to. Like it's a big
commitment.
Yeah. I'm very indecisive, but I don't have like any problems with other people.
Yeah, and I don't think they should affect jobs these days.
Totally. Yeah.
My name's Aaron Peter William Joseph Goodley Smart.
So let's start off with how many tattoos you currently have.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, I want to say. There might be 1 or 2 I've missed. 15 we'll go with.
When choosing your tattoos, do they have any specific meaning behind them, or?
Initially, yes. So, got my first tattoo when I was 15. That's my wee dragon here. Got it done at home, guy's back kitchen, you know, the standard 15-year-old tall laddie. It was a family friend as well, so there was a bit of trust there, so I felt I'd be more comfortable about getting a tattoo done in a back house. You know, it bore the family name. Terrible tattoo, I'll show you if you want, like the line work in it's atrocious, the colouring's atrocious, but initially it was like, when I was younger I was obsessed with dragons and things like that, like, you know, just a standard wee mosher guy, or dragons and heavy metal and fiery skulls and all that part, and like now when I look back I'm like, that's just absolutely ridiculous. Don't get me wrong, I've got like 3 dragon tattoos and I have plans to get more, but still love dragons. But it's like, the way I look at them now is they're more like timestamps across my life. So like I suffer from BPD, and part of BPD is memory loss. Like I have a really bad memory for some things, but every single one of these tattoos I've got, I can look at it and I can recall stories around about that point in my life, you know? Things like that. So it's really interesting, like they're like wee checkpoints across the timeline of my life that I can recall upon and you know, look back on.
Do you have a favourite tattoo?
Visually or meaning? Because visually I've definitely got a favourite tattoo. I've got it's going to be probably my I've got a lizard. It's a frilled lizard on my leg, but he's got like a metal armband with all these spikes and he's holding a microphone. He looks like he's the lead singer on a band, but it's a frilled lizard. Again, I'll show you later. It's really funny. It's like just cute, you know?
And since you mentioned it, what is your favourite tattoo that is the best meaning?
Probably my chest. I just love my chest. Two band logos, well the same band, 2 different logos for 2 different albums that have helped me through some really dark times with a wee bit of scripture across the top that I interpret in my own meaning. It's kind of something that's just always helped me go across. Something that's always helped me go back, you know.
So what do you think about the whole debate on whether people should get tattoos or not? People who oppose them and are against them.
I'm a really funny one. So I haven't been tattooed in about 8 years, 9 years. Massive plans to have lots more tattoos. Financially can't really handle it, and also popularity. See how tattoos have been propelled into the limelight, you know, like you see it with rappers and things like that, all of their faces, and like these guys all know have meanings behind them, you know. These guys are just getting tattoos because it fits the image of the music that they want to be. I understand wanting to feel a part of a group of that, but like tattoos bore a different meaning in the past. I mean, I understand times change, culture changes and things like that, but am I allowed to swear? Excellent. So it just seems like tattoos are a statement of fuckboys recently, like, you know, sad boys and fuckboys just like, oh, look at me and my stars and my webs and my clouds on my arm, and it's just, I'm absolutely scunnered to death with it, like, it's just, folk look at my tattoos and they're like, oh, you're fucking, much did that cost you? It's like people want to attribute a value and an artist to the work. It's not so much about the actual work itself, it's more about, mine was done by a better artist and it took longer, and I was done with a filler needle, so it hurt a lot more, and you're like, honestly, you just gonna be like that, like, you know? No.
That's brilliant. You got anything else you want to add to that, or?
Didn't be a shite bag.
Brilliant.
What are your thoughts and opinions on the discrimination against tattoos?
I think that's really unfair, to be honest. Seeing as it's a form of self-expression, you're kind of narrow-casting who you want due to personal decision. It's quite a bias.
I just feel like it's such a thing of the past. Like, why does someone's appearance, or why does someone's like opinion of having ink on their skin change the way that they can work? Like, it's just a stupid thing that people kind of feel like, oh, they're obviously that kind of person, and I'm like, just because someone dresses a certain way or has lots of tattoos doesn't make them a different person. And I just mean that they are into different types of music or into different types of like things in their social lives, but doesn't mean they can't work any different to anyone else.
Well, like, I've never faced any discrimination because I've got a tattoo. Like, I understand people who dislike tattoos in a way, because, like, you know, it's kind of a radical way to express yourself, and like I totally get people who don't want to get tattoos. Obviously you shouldn't discriminate someone because of the life choices they made, because it doesn't affect them.
I think everyone should be able to do what they want, like maybe not get like offensive tattoos.
Yeah, I just hate it. Like it's people's like decision, so I just understand why somebody should just go against somebody else's decision and choice.
That it's just literally stupid to discriminate people because of the way they look, or the way they dress up, or the way the way they express themselves, because each one of us is just an individual, and we should all have just right to express ourselves in any way that we want. So don't discriminate people because of the tattoos that they have. I mean, if they like it, if they think it's nice, if they think it makes them them feel better in general, it's okay. It's for them, not for you. And yeah, that's the way it should be.
Hello, Frank.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
I'm fine, thanks.
Why do you plan on never getting tattooed?
You know what it is? There's nothing really that I can conceivably think of that I'd ever really want on my body. There's not really any moment in life that I can think of where I kind of thought, oh, that image, I want that image to be with me for the rest of my life. You know what it might boil down to, actually, is that I spent the first 12 years of my life attending a church.
Yeah.
And they were very against such things. And you know what's quite funny? I fired out that church completely, like the rebellious way, where I didn't understand it, I didn't believe any of it, but I think I still maintained quite a lot of the values. When I say values, it's not like consciously, but I mean like subconsciously. Like, I didn't drink until I was 21, I'd never smoked, I think I didn't go near coffee until I was much older, and I think tattoos has that same kind of resemblance to me, where it's like, so I've already kind of been trained that it's not right, like to have something, and I think I try and tell myself that, you know, it's kind of me consciously going, no, I never want a tattoo, I never want this, I can't think of any image, but I think I have this kind of feeling that I get where I'm like, no, I just can't, there's nothing I can think of that I would want to look at every time, you know what I mean, or know that it's there. There's just nothing I can think of at all. Yeah.
I see, I understand. It's that's perfectly good answer. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
And well, moving on to the next question. What about people who have many tattoos or any tattoos whatsoever? What do you think about those people?
I have no judgment at all. I don't ever see anyone as making a right choice and a wrong choice. It's more different choices, and I think a tattoo. The thing is, I understand tattoos from other people's perspective. Like, there is a way that there's a significant moment or something that happened that it kind of, it's like a physical resemblance of a memory. So obviously you have the memories here, but some people, there's like physical resemblances. Like, I have a friend who has like his son's name I have a friend who has this like a video game characters of a video game that he really enjoyed. I think it's about how you kind of take things in, and I think so for some people a memory has something more. It's got more of they need more of a kind of an emotional outlet, they need to kind of, I don't know, like a reminder, something. I just think it's something memory related, honestly. It's something to do with, yeah, that did happen, or yes, I do like this band, or something like that. But it's just something I've never felt.
Yeah.
I've never really felt a kind of strong connection, like to a moment or a piece of entertainment or media, where I kind of go, you know what, I need to kind of know that I'm attached to that in some way.
Yeah.
I've just never felt that. But yeah, no, I know many people with tattoos, and most of the time it never comes up.
People have to say about tattoos in today's day and age shows that they are mostly accepted. With majority of people already having one, they're also becoming a lot more widely accepted across a variety of workplaces. Everyone we asked revealed that they already had a tattoo or weren't opposed to the idea of getting one. Those who had no interest simply stated that they didn't mind other individuals having them, but just wouldn't get one on themselves. People who have tattoos have stated that they have them for many number of reasons, from commemorating a loved one to just simply liking the design with no real meaning behind it. So, did you think about it?